welcome to the Tomb of Annihilation. You find yourselves in the Purple Worm, in the Low District of Baldur's Gate. You know that Baldur's Gate is a bustling metropolis, and every time the tavern door opens, you can hear the bells, you can hear people in the streets, at the marketplaces, and at the parade grounds. In the tavern itself, it's absolutely packed with people. There's traders, there's merchants, there's a bard over near a old piano that's telling jokes and poems. The fire is roaring over on the one side, and as you walk in, you see that the barman is chatting to a servant, or he looks like a servant because he's wearing a black uniform, so you know that he's some kind of off-duty servant of some description. You know enough about the region to know that people have servants, not slaves. The barman looks over at you. He's polishing a glass with a dirty rag, and he looks up at you and he says, "All right, what can I get you then?" And you all walk over to the bar.
So we just introduce ourselves, just it?
I think, okay. Tracera walks into the bar and she kind of looks around with a sneer. She's got this heavy hood over her head. She's kind of cloaked in a poncho style cloak. Her arms are out, all armored underneath. You can't quite get a good look at her just because she's so covered. She just kind of like looks around the bar, sneers, and goes off into a darker corner and sits where she can see everything, but sit in shadow. So she's kind of evaluating the room.
Raugar enters the tavern as well, over the inn. He walks straight to the bar, to the barman, and he asks, hello, sir, or ma'am. Is it sir or ma'am?
Sir.
Sir. Hello, sir. I was wondering, the sailors, have there come any captains around here?
No, not in this tavern.
Oh, damn. I'm looking for passage to a certain area. So, if you know any captains that go about, I've looked around the docks, but they all left or either stay, have different routes, and not the route I'm looking for. So yeah.
Okay. And where is it you're looking to get to, fine fella?
Yeah, it's a weird place. I've never heard of it, but I can't really go into specifics. But it's called Chult. Chult. I have no idea. It's a strange place, I think, and it's far from what I know. But let's just say I have to go there.
Well, as he's talking at the bar, can Tracera overhear anything he might be saying? Like, I don't know how loud he's being.
I would say yes, you probably can hear him quite distinctly.
He's pretty loud.
So.
He's pretty out there.
I mean, it's a noisy bar, but it's not so noisy that you can't, passive perception, you can hear. Yeah.
There is something said rather sharply in an odd language, kind of venomous, and then she just kind of does this and watches the guy intently at the bar.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So can you give me a rum so I can, at least I think I'm gonna be here for a while.
Okay. The barman's gonna pour you a rum, and he says that'll be 3 copper pieces.
Sure.
Okay. And then the servant who you see sitting at the end of the bar, he's you can see that he's kind of off duty. He's got his his collar's untucked, his collar's open, shirt's untucked, his blazer is sitting on the stool next to him, and he says, "Hey, you looking for passage to Chult?"
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Do you have a boat or a ship?
Not exactly, but I know a way you can get there if you're willing to do a little work for a few coin.
Yeah, sure, but I need to go there fast. At least, I think I have to go there fast.
Oh, that's fine. I can get you there in literally a blink of an eye.
Really? Oh, that
Mhm.
saves me a lot of time because I was prepping for a long voyage. So,
No, you just gotta, just gotta agree to give me and my mistress a little help. That's all I need.
you're a mistress.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. What's this about? I mean,
Well, I'd need to get my mistress to tell you all about that, but she can't do it alone. There's a few other people in this bar I see. I think you might need some help.
oh, help is fine. I mean, as long as I get to Chult as fast as possible, all's fine by me.
Mm-hmm. That little goblin creature might be able to help.
What? The drunk one?
Okay. Okay, I go skipping up to the bar with my kilt flying. I got little rats on my shoulder, and the little rats hanging out of my spine,
Hey,
and they're just wriggling all over me. And I just go straight up to the bar, and I'll say, "Give me a double whiskey."
And the barman obliges.
Super full though.
Does anybody need any help? Did I hear somebody needing help?
yeah, it is late.
I'm your goblin.
There's another venomous curse.
So the servant is going to glance over at you. He knows that you're in the corner. He might not be able to see you fully, but he knows you're in the corner, and he says, stop sneering and help us. And then he kind of looks at you, Renwick, and he says, "You'd probably be a good asset to the party as well. Who are you?"
He just kind of, so Ren just kind of stares at him and takes out a pipe from his pouch and wanders over to the fire and lights it up and just completely blanks him.
Yeah, going to be like that, are you? Fair enough. You won't be making any gold then.
I just take a seat by the fire and I just take out a little notebook and just start making some notes, casually listening into the conversation.
Sir, before we continue, what is your name? I mean, we haven't introduced ourselves. It's common courtesy to do that, right?
Well, my name is Darren, and I
Darren.
am the servant of a very benevolent mistress who needs a little bit of help. And so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
here looking for people who might be able to help. I'm here to recruit some people. So
Oh, my name is Raugar, and I'm a sailor, but if we don't go by boat, so it doesn't really matter in this instance. So, yeah. Do I need to recruit other people for you so we can go faster? I mean, I kind of have a thing, you know.
I think there's enough people in this bar that we can persuade. What about you, lady?
No.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna
Not it.
re-roll my begin. I open the door.
Here we go.
My name is Valenta from Naxos. I'm sorry. Upwarders, please. Tell me where is your fearless leader. I need to start talking about this great evil. Please. I need help.
Great evil.
I need to help you. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's a strange day. I never been topside, and it is weird. So,
Yeah.
where is your leader?
Okay, I'll take you to her as soon as you calm down, my lady.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's okay. Here, barman, get her a whiskey for God's sake.
What is whiskey?
It's what the
I
goblin's
pass
drinking.
her my little whiskey. Have a sip of this.
I look at the glass. Oh, that's a funny drink. Is this good?
One, so I keep changing.
Oh,
Okay. So that's
my
1, 2,
first.
3, 4, 5. See, I think I need a couple of other people to help my mistress to complete this quest. Now, I have been able to recruit someone who is already in the land of Chult, a very interesting character by the name of Sam, and I think you will enjoy meeting him when you eventually get to our final destination.
It's all very. I'm sorry, I apologize, but this sounds very convenient. I mean, I'm actually looking for passage to Chult, and there's already someone there.
It is perhaps fate that you walk into
Yeah, it
this
is.
bar
It is
at
a.
this
You
time.
could say destiny. Yes. Well, I do live here, so
Okay, so I think what about you, young? What are you? Strange looking creature there is talking to you, Shank.
I'm a dwarf.
A dwarf. Okay then. All right then. So, would you be willing to help my mistress?
There are probably innovations that Gond would be interested in. I've never been to Chult, and that is why I travel. So, sure.
Excellent, excellent. My mistress will be very, very pleased. Excellent.
And
So-
learn how to tell what a dwarf is.
We don't come across them very often. It's even less often in Chult, you might find. But still, you look like a stout young fella, so I'm sure you'll be able to not die within 10 minutes of getting to our destination.
Challenge accepted.
Fair enough, my good man.
it doesn't sound like it's going fast, eh?
At this point, Ren's going to kind of just turn from the seat and just address the group and just go, "You're all going to die, you know. If you just jump into things like this, you haven't asked any questions, you don't know who this person is. You're not going to last 5 minutes in Chult if you can't even do the basics."
Traceri mumbles something in the corner. Almost sounds like she's agreeing with this guy. You can't quite tell what she said, but it sounds like she's agreeing with him.
We all die at some point.
That's
Yes.
pretty dark, right?
Some of us sooner rather than later, but I'm sure that if you all agree to help my mistress, you might find you're very well rewarded for doing so. I believe she's offering 50 gold pieces up front, and then a substantial amount more when you have completed your task for her.
But what is it? What do we have to do? I mean,
Well, I would need to. My mistress would need to explain that to you, I think.
okay. And
And
where?
never come to the bar.
Yeah.
she's very, very frail. Unfortunately, she doesn't leave her rooms. I can lead you to her, and you can have a chat
She a
with her
lich?
there. No, I don't
So-
believe she's a lich. Not in this life, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, will you come?
Where's the 50 gold?
My
Yeah.
mistress will have it.
Are you talking to all of us?
Yeah.
Yep, I'll go and have a chat with the old lady.
Anyone who wants to come?
For honor, of course. If
Wait,
you have
let
to
me
fight.
let me drink my rum first.
Okay. Well, anybody who wants to drink up,
There-
then
There's
so be it.
a slew of words from the corner, and then she looks like she's holding her head briefly, slams her fist on the table, gets up and walks over, and just kind of stands there. So
That's it.
I
What does
think you
she
have
look
another.
resigned.
She seems a bit crazy.
Can we help you, madam, sir, madam?
There's a bit of a sneer from underneath the cowl. Not in forced to speak your slave tongue. I am here to help.
Hmm.
You're elvish, but what are you? I'm sorry to be so
She will pull
abrupt.
back the cowl.
Wow, I've never seen an elf with that visage. I mean,
I
nice.
just kind of chuckle to myself and just
Actually, most that do don't live
drow.
on the tail.
Wait, what did you say? Drow?
And just kind of shake my head and just turn back to the fire. Even worse.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I like your eyes. I mean,
She'll make a face at that and just pull a cowl.
Now you're hitting on her.
As soon as you mentioned the eye, she just kind of like, nope.
Okay, so if everybody's kind of finishing up their drinks, then the servant Darren he says, "Come, I shall take you to my good mistress. Her name is Sindra, Madame Sylvain to you though. I would hope, and she'll give you more information about what it is that she needs you to do."
Sure.
Okay.
I'll walk over to him and just look him in the eye and say, "I'll come, but I want more than gold."
What is it you think that you want?
Let's discuss that after we know what we're actually getting ourselves into, shall we?
Yeah, we don't know
Okay.
anything.
I guess he wants a trophy or even bigger. A
I'll settle for
statue.
just keep young pups from killing yourselves, in all honesty.
There is no honor into you? A shame.
Okay, so whenever you guys are ready, Darren leads you all out of the bar